Hey, good morning, everybody. This is Brittany Jennings coming to you live from Seniors Blue Book, and today I am joined by the team from Whitsyms In Home Care. So welcome, everybody.
Thank you.
We're having a party here today. As you notice, it's more than one person, so I'm super excited to have you all here. Let's kind of start off by, Donovan, why don't you introduce yourself and everybody kind of go around and let's talk about what you do for Whitsyms.
Okay, my name is Donovan Anderson. I'm the Executive Vice President and General Manager for Whitsyms In Home Care.
I'm Randy Ritzko, and I'm the VP of Sales and Business Development.
I'm Tony Vargas. I'm the rep for the company. I cover from Punta Gorda to Bradenton.
And I'm Shauna Steve Douglas, the Vice President of Operations.
Where are you from? There are some accents here, so I thought maybe we could ask.
South Florida? No. I'm originally from Jamaica.
I thought that's what I
Yes,
heard. I
yes.
visited about 3 times. I love Jamaica.
Yes, see?
Ocho Rios? The Denver River Falls?
Mm-hmm.
Very good. Well, I wanted to actually mention too that a dance from Donovan I heard. I'm giving him some time to warm up. No. Donovan, let's talk about the company and give us a little bit of a little history on Whitsyms.
Okay, so American In Home is our parent company. Under American In Home Care, we have a total of 4 brands. Whitsyms In Home Care is the biggest brand of them all. As I said, we started back in 1992. We're primarily a nurse registry where the caregivers are independent contractors. And this is an advantage for the clients because the clients or the customers or patients in home, they're actually in charge. They direct the care. We refer these caregivers, and we have different levels of caregivers, from a registered nurse, licensed practical nurse, certified nurse's aide, and homemaker, and home health aides. We find that people are living longer, not necessarily a better quality of life, and receiving in-home care, or even if they're in a facility, which would be independent living, which is considered their home. We find that to be the one-on-one. It's a more dignified way of caring for clients, and it tends to help to prolong their life. So this is the main reason why we're in this business. You're getting the reward of sending someone to assist a client and seeing that gratitude from a client, knowing they have their one-on-one. So for example, if a resident is in a facility where you have one aide attending to 10 or so clients, it's not the same as having a one-on-one aide, basically, a personal assistant. And that is primarily our business model.
Very good. Okay, what about, what are some of the services that you offer that a caregiver would come in or a nurse would come in and provide?
Correct. We do the custodial care, which means assist them with whatever they need. We can start with a companionship, or we can do hands-on care. So we can go from bathing, toileting, transportation, transferring, some meal preparations. Everything they need at home, we provide the service for them, so they don't need to be worried about it.
And as you said, it's catered to them. So
Yes.
if they like to do a specific activity, like every day they want to play Jeopardy at 2 o'clock or watch
Correct.
Jeopardy or whatever it might be, it's catered to them.
Yes.
So do you develop a care plan? Is that how that kind of
Well,
works?
the client is the one who dictates what they want done, unless they're under a doctor's orders, which is our skilled care. So we do anything, as Antonio said, from a bath visit all the way up to skilled care or wound care under a doctor's orders. And we do tailor the care towards their needs.
Very good. Tell us about your caregivers. What are some that makes you unique? You were mentioning that you've got some fantastic caregivers.
Vast pool of caregivers. We service anywhere from the Keys all the way to Jacksonville, and we have a vast pool of caregivers within our territory. And our coordination department takes the time to get to know the clients, and based on the needs of the clients, we refer caregivers based on those needs. So we are taking the time to match the needs of the clients to the caregivers in our pool. So we're not just picking a caregiver at random. We know our caregivers and we're matching them to the clients.
That's fantastic.
And to add to what Shauna just said, let's say, for example, there's a personality conflict, and it happens, the best of friends sometimes conflict, but if we refer a caregiver to a client, and the client is not happy for whatever reason, then we normally, respond to that and make the switch, based on the client's requests. So it does not necessarily mean that we refer caregiver and that's the caregiver you're going to keep.
Right.
If you're not happy with the caregiver, then we'll switch a caregiver. I mean, that is not a good caregiver. It's just that there's a personality conflict.
Right, sometimes there's we don't all have to get along, right?
Correct.
But you'll find somebody who is a good
We
match.
find a resolution if
Correct.
for any reason someone does not get along.
Absolutely.
So,
And is there a minimum number of hours that you'll provide up through, I'm assuming 24
There's-
hours?
yes, we do anything really from a visit all the way up to 24 hours. When you're looking at hourly care, we don't set a minimum number of hours. We encourage people to do at least 4 hours because there's so much that the caregiver can do.
Exactly.
It becomes more cost effective. We can, if someone just says, I only want someone there for 2 hours, we could do that, but it's going to be a flat rate. You're probably going to get the same benefit, cost-wise, from doing 4 hours. So we do encourage people to do 4 hours. Although we're gonna, again, we're so customized and so boutique tailored to the client, they'll get what they want.
I like that boutique
Yeah.
tailor. And what about insurance or payment? I mean, what do you work with long-term care insurance? How does that work?
That's exactly what we accept. Clients that have long-term care insurance, it sometimes will pay for their entire service, depending on what their needs are. So yes, we do accept long-term care insurance. If there's anyone out there, any long-term care insurance that's out there, we take it. There's some that are more popular than others, but we don't restrict ourselves just to the popular ones. If you have long-term care insurance, you're able to use it with us. And then if not everyone has long-term care insurance. If someone didn't prepare for that, they didn't, pay for that early on in their life, they can still pay for service directly. We even accept credit cards. Any major credit card can be accepted. Yeah.
Awesome.
We start the process for them, so we are with them all the time. When we start the process, we claim the insurance, we start the care. So sometimes they have like 30, 60 or 90 days elimination period. It depends how it's the coverage, but we do all the process for them, so they don't need to.
We hold their hands through the process.
That's great, because I've been on the side with assisted living and going through the paperwork process. Families need help
Tedious.
navigating that because it's tedious. You have to make sure that the right verbiage is on there, and so that's great that you assist with that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is this a point in time where you start dancing?
Not yet.
Intermission. You dance to? I'm just curious.
Well, I dance to everything.
He's from the island. He dances.
So yeah, now I asked where you're from, Jamaica. Tony, where are you from?
From Bogota, Colombia.
I could hear that when you said Colombia.
Yeah.
And then of course,
Yes, yeah, the
You and I are
Jamaican
like-
guy from
He's a
Ohio.
he's a Buckeye though. We won't hold it against you.
Yeah,
No, I'm
you're
just
right.
kidding. Totally kidding. And then what about you?
I'm from Jamaica also.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Uh-huh.
Did y'all know each other from Jamaica?
No, not in Jamaica.
Okay,
Yeah.
very interesting. Well, anyways, do y'all have any words of advice for anybody that might be watching right now, for families or caregivers that are seeking some assistance?
Just my advice would be if you know someone who needs help, call us
Give us a
because you never want to second guess whether it's the right time or not. If you think it's time, it's time.
Yeah.
Because
It's
the
probably
last
been
thing
time.
you want to happen, is an accident in the home. Excuse me, because there's no one there with them, and we can help prevent those sorts of things.
Awesome. And I'll make sure to put your phone number for contact. But Tony, do you want to give your number in case anybody is watching
Yes.
to contact for?
My phone number is 941-524-4076. You can contact me 24/7.
24/7.
Yes.
Very nice.
Yeah, we are
That's
24/7.
24/7.
It's important.
Yep.
Yes.
You might get those calls at 3 in the morning.
You can, you actually do.
Can they do?
And for the out of state, for anybody calling out of state, even though you don't have long distance anymore, but the 800 number, 1-800-952-3882. And you call the main office and you can ask for Tony, Randy, Sean, or myself.
Yes.
Awesome. All right. Well, I want to thank the Towers of Venice for their hospitality. We're in their beautiful private dining room. They're a independent living community here in Venice. And I guess that's it for now. Any
The
other?
last thing I want to say, we're a 24-hour service. So whenever you call our number, a live person will answer the phone
Oh, that's
24
wonderful.
hours per day because, we're caring for clients around the clock.
And it happens even on the weekends.
Correct.
Even Friday at 5.
Correct.
Right there.
Well, that's wonderful. Well, thank you all for being here today. We really enjoyed, listening and learning about your company, Whitsyms In Home Care.
Yes.
So everybody have a safe trip. I know you guys are traveling.
Yes.
Yeah,
Thank
so
you.
much.
Thank
All
you.
right, and everybody, thank you so much for tuning in today, and you'll hear more from these folks. Yeah, it's dance time. I'll step out of the video because I can't dance.